Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dro. And man, oh man, Hear Me Out podcast. We got another one for you. You guys been showing mad love to the channel and to this last video we just dropped. So I'm here to give the backstory to everything Gucci Mane, Young Jeezy, two arch rivals out of Atlanta, going at it hit for hit, classic for classic on the Verzuz TV stage, Instagram Live. This Instagram Live garnered almost 2 million viewers at the same time, getting close to that mark Tekashi had earlier and broken later by some European folks, I think. And them being on the stage together tonight came as a shock to many fans, including myself, considering lives were lost in this hip-hop beef. You talk about Nas and Jay-Z, Biggie and Tupac, 50 Cent and Ja Rule, shit, Drake and Meek Mill. This is one of the biggest hip-hop beefs ever, Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy. It was the fight for Atlanta, the fight for the trap throne, I guess you could say. You could throw T.I. in there, but these two were the biggest artists at one point, and they were dropping all types of hits back then. Here they are all these years later performing. Now they're classics, right? And they're going up on stage. It seemed like Jeezy got the better of him musically. On the hits, it seemed like on social media, Twitter and YouTube, people were feeling Jeezy a lot more. But to me, it seemed like it was pretty even. Gucci maybe even has the edge just off the shit talking. It was crazy the amount of back and forth these guys had going. Gucci even played Truth, where he was rhyming about Jeezy's dead partner. Go dig your partner up, bet he won't say shit. Now, this felt almost somewhat like a boxing match, right? The way that these guys were promoting each other. It almost felt like they were working together, but then once they got onto that stage, they were just at each other's throats. But how did we get to this point? The two were beefing, like I said, and most beefs, especially in hip hop, start with guys that used to be cool with each other. Jeezy and Gucci used to be cool with each other, and they even have a hit song, So Icy, which they actually performed at the very end of this Verzuz. It was only months after the duo created the So Icy song that Gucci Mane got robbed by 5 dudes that went up in his house, apparently sent by Young Jeezy. And usually when it comes to street shit, one thing happens, there's going to be a retaliation, and that's what led to the death of Young Jeezy's homie. I don't know if it was exactly in connection with the first thing, but that's usually how it goes. It's tit for tat, eye for an eye. And ever since then, the two just have been sworn enemies. We've seen guys beef and make up, but I haven't seen anything anywhere of these guys making up. So when this live came up, when this Verzuz came up, I was genuinely surprised. And I didn't even think it was real. So they went on promoting it, kind of on that boxing tip. It was like Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. The way these guys were hyping up this event, the promo was insane. On social media, taking jabs at each other, even on stage taking jabs at each other. But Jeezy seemed to take the high road here. A guy who's grown, matured. Gucci seemed, still like old Gucci Mane in 2006, as Young Boy would say. And I really didn't know what to expect. Are these guys going to get even more aggressive with each other? What's going to happen? So they exchange hit for hit. And it's worth noting, they didn't even play all their hits. Gucci Mane didn't play one of his most popular songs, Trap House 3. It just felt like there were some hits missing in there. And I think to everyone's surprise, that's when they performed So Icy at the very end. These sworn enemies playing So Icy and talking about how it's all love. Now, positivity and peace is a great thing, but I don't think anybody was expecting them to squash this beef tonight, especially after Gucci was shitting on Jeezy's dead homie once again on stage just minutes before that. And then they're talking about how they're going to be performing at a local club right after. I don't know, man. It seems like even the OGs are starting to get caught up in the clout that these young artists are starting to get caught up in, or have been getting caught up in. But hey, this is better than people getting shot, better than people fighting and dying and stuff like that. So kudos to these two men for squashing their beef 15 plus years out of Atlanta, the two trap hip hop kings of the early 2000s. Young Jeezy was one of the more popular rappers on the mainstream airwaves. Gucci was killing the underground scene for some time, and just an overall W for the fans. Everybody won from a fan standpoint, absolutely everybody. So this was a great night for hip hop, a great night for Swizz Beatz and his Verzuz platform. So shout out to Swizz Beatz for even having this platform, which usually people criticize it for pitting people against each other. Here we are having a long-standing beef getting squashed in front of 2 million people. And that was just a great night for hip hop, a W for the fans. So shout out to everybody, Swizz Beatz, Gucci, and shout out to you guys for subscribing to the channel. Like 200 new subs ever since I posted this video of them performing, and tens of thousands of views. So definitely shout out to you guys. Shout out to the YouTube algorithm, of course, and subscribe to the channel because we're going to have much more content on hip hop, pop culture, sports. We talk politics as well. You don't want to miss any of that. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the latest videos. And again, man, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for showing all that love on the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.